mean, you're hearing things for the first time. I mean, it's great. I think it's so much fun to hear that. And before we go to the last piece, I'd like to thank you for coming out this evening. You look on the back of your program and see the jazz events that are coming up. And you see the ensembles, Vocal Jazz Ensemble, Jazz Lab Ensemble. Jazz Lab Ensemble, actually, we're going to have Vinny DiMartino back, the wonderful trumpet player, and he'll be guesting with the Jazz Lab Ensemble. And you see Chapel Jazz and Jazz Lab, Vocal Jazz. We'll be back on December 2nd, but we're going to be in the Fine Arts Center. And we've got a lot of great tunes that are being written for the band and other tunes that we're going to be pulling from great big band libraries. Some people that you have not been introduced to so far. On lead alto, Tyler Appel. On tenor saxophone, Ronnie Gillette. Steve Wilkinson on tuba. Bass trombone, Lee Anderson. Chris is a euphonium major at the grad level, but he's a great trombonist also. Chris Carlone. You're going to be hearing from Sam Hoisington on this next tune. And I believe Sam and Justin are the two freshmen in the ensemble. Am I right? Yep. Justin Esiason on trumpet back there. Emmett Dooley. Trumpet. And someone that played second trumpet and that played lead in the ensemble and is now back in the choral graduate conducting program. Snow Flurry. Dan Flurry. I think everybody else has been introduced. Yes? Is anybody? I think everybody. Okay. So this last tune that we're going to perform is a tune by Gerald Wilson, who passed away in September. Wonderful musical age of 96. It's amazing, when he was here for a week in the 1980s, doing a residency, and Dave Sporny, who was doing Chapel Jazz at that time, myself, got to play a whole program of his music and get to interact with him, and also was able to visit him out in San Diego a little while after that. So a wonderful gentleman, and somebody that played with the Jimmy Lunsford Orchestra and was still making, great recordings right up through the 2000s. I mean, just think about that. I mean, when you think of Jimmy Lunsford, that's a historical reference back to the 30s, and this man was still in music all the way up into the 2000s. So a wonderful gentleman and a great writer. And this is a tune that was entitled Triple Chase, and he recorded it one time in the 80s or 90s, and then he recorded it again. He called it Sax Chase, and retitled it because he featured a lot of the musicians that were saxophonists in his band. Just ridiculous personnel if you look at his recordings. I bet you'd recognize a lot of the names. So this evening, we're going to hear from Mike Powell on soprano saxophone. Kristen Tremblay is going to play piano solo. I think we're going to mention the aforementioned Sam Hoisington on trombone. And Lucas Apostolaris playing guitar on this piece. And we're going to hear from Caleb once again on the drums. Okay. All right, so thank you very much for coming out this evening, and come out to all of the wonderful ensembles here at UMASS. A lot of terrific musicians making terrific music, and make sure you tell everybody this isn't a bad deal to come out and hear these guys play. I'd like to thank Felipe again and the Chapel Jazz Ensemble, and we'll see you anon. Here's Triple Chase by Gerald Wilson.